All right, we are live. If y'all missed the thumbnail, you can tell that this is probably not Mr. Great Shot.
More than likely not.
Yeah, more than likely not, unless he really shaved. But no, this is Big Daddy H is going to be joining us tonight. Mark had something to take care of and could not make the show. But we still got the regular old show planned here tonight, and the hashtags are going to actually be just a little bit different because I'm listing out Big Daddy H's favorite adult tasty beverages from and all these you like, but they are pretty much in order
Pretty
of
close.
your
Pretty close.
preference, right? So, and I took a big guess at it, and then you verified it. I sent it to you earlier, and you said, "Yeah, that looks pretty good from top to bottom there." You know,
Yeah, I might would maybe take that old tub and move it up, a little further up.
a little further up.
It's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
good. You like
yeah,
Jim Beam, you like old tub.
yeah. All right. Well, we won't give away all the hashtags here, but we're going to go ahead and play that as an intro, and let's go ahead and get them posted so we don't get behind. Because this is, even though Mark's not here, this is still the halfway mark giveaway night. So the wheel is there. I'm going to go ahead and show the wheel right quick for later, but that'll come up later in the show. I do have it color coded different from the samples giveaway, but we have 1,320 entries. And of course, there's people with a lot of different entries on there, but that's the total entries on there. So that wheel is set. Anything coming in tonight on supers for the sample giveaway tonight goes to the next quarterly drawing. I can't mess with that wheel because it's too full. And if I try to update it, we'll get timeouts and you have to wait a while. And so I can't update the wheel live. So all of the entries will be retained for the next halfway mark giveaway. But you still get the same entries for the samples tonight, the next halfway mark giveaway, and for the quarterly drawing coming up on December 5th. I just want to make sure that's pretty clear. But let's get these hashtags going. All right, and some of these I'll have to admit. Now this one I gave you a bottle of, and you did like it. But this first one is going to be Turning Point. This is a North Carolina bourbon, really good, and I'm going to put that in here right now. This is going to be worth 4 entries. If you're new to the show, all you have to do is put the hashtag in the chat, and even on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you can still put it in the chat and it will enter the StreamYard giveaway for these entries. So all you got to do is put that in there, and then I'll spin here in a little bit on the StreamYard giveaway tool. If it lands on you, you get the corresponding entries. This first one is worth 4 entries to the quarterly drawing. All right. Yeah, I don't know what all Mark had. He said he may be able to hit the chat tonight, but he couldn't commit to the whole show. So. And just a pro tip, I will tell y'all this. I've seen a few people figure it out. If you want to go over to Facebook and go to that stream and enter these, you get 2 entries. you get double. Rick Moreland, member for 2 months. Now, I will say the member for 2 months, one more month, and we've got the quarterly drawing. If you're a member all 3 months, the first part of it is you don't have to be present to win for the quarterly drawing if you're an active member. The other thing is you get entries for each month that you're an active member during that quarter, extra on top of all this other stuff that we give away. So you do get memberships for that, or entries, I mean, and you do get you don't have to be present to win. On the halfway mark giveaway, you do not have to be present to win anyway, but the quarterly drawing's free. So you do have to be present to win. Unless you're a member. Now, What are you sipping on tonight, there, Big Daddy H?
Iced tea.
Iced tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
I'm
too. But
Long Island. Yeah.
without the ice. No, this is
No,
now
I,
actually I'm sipping on the Traveler whiskey.
yeah,
They call it blend number 40. This is a what's that country guy's name? Chris Stapleton
yeah,
got with Buffalo Trace. This is from Buffalo Trace. And I'll tell you this, I went and bought it and then I went back and got another bottle of it because this is pretty dang good, I can tell you. It's a good starter for the night. It's not truly a bourbon, but it's a little bit sweet, not too sweet. I think it's only well, it's 90 proof. So it's, pretty good little proof there. But it's pretty good. I'm going to be trying two though tonight that I haven't tried yet. And that's what the sample giveaway is going to be, is the three newest bourbons that I picked up. So I'm going to go ahead and play that video now. These are super chat, super stickers. We'll get you in on these things. All right, so we have the Traveler I talked about. This is Widow Jane's Baby Jane, made with heirloom corn. And then we've got Heaven's Door. They have two of them, but I only picked up the Ascension. I'm gonna try it. And these, I took the plastic off of them, but I haven't even popped the corks on them yet. So I'm gonna try them here on the stream. And then let me write this down. And I'll play these a few more times. Now we are going to spin a little bit early tonight because we do have to get the halfway mark giveaway done. And the halfway mark giveaway is for the full bottle. Let me write this down. I can't write and talk at the same time. All right, there we go.
yeah. I'm supposed to be talking while you're writing.
Well, that's all right. I got it. But no, the samples,
Cheers, Tater.
but there's another Heaven's Door, and y'all know I like Heaven's Door, and I know that it's a celebrity bourbon, but it's different because it's really good. It's not crappy celebrity whiskey. All right. Yeah. So let me give a shout out to some folks here. Of course, you're here. Earlier on now, we had Top Dog came in, said, I'm on vacation. I'll try to make it if he can. Lori's here. Sugar Kitty. We got Whiskey Nature, Peter White, Rick Moreland, Mr. Richie J, Dustin Bosek, Mr. Mom. I'm probably going to miss somebody here. I'm scanning. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Wooden Metal Garage. But speaking of Wooden Metal Garage, I don't see a wrench on that one. So I'm going to add that right there. Yeah, if you're here long enough, I give you a wrench. All right. So there we go. So we can, if somebody comes in, tries to act a fool, I like having moderators. So we can,
Jimmy Random Content. He's here. He's my river neighbor.
yeah, there he is. Yeah, river neighbor. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
lives
Wigwag's here.
by the Arkansas River from me over there somewhere. I might could find it again.
Mm. All right. And the other thing I'll play right quick is just because it doesn't cost a damn thing. It only takes a second, and it really helps the channel. And the other thing I'm going to announce tonight is I'm going to put a scroll with my email later. Anyone that is interested in doing the whiskey brackets, I need to start getting some folks that I can send the form out to to have y'all fill it out and return it. Pretty much anybody who completes that thing and returns it is going to be in the trivia night. Um, some concern possibly around the brackets. If you are have any concerns about appearing on a live stream, let us know. We can do it as a private with the sponsors there with us. Me, Mark, Marty. Yeah, we can do it on a private. We'll also work around your schedule on some things. If you have because we're not going to do it on a Thursday night, but we'll try to figure out what the best night is because we can't forego a show. All this stuff is all set up, so we'll have to pick a different night to do those on, like trivia night and all that. Probably could be a Friday night. I'll try to pick a time that works. It's going to be flexible, put it that way. Now, if we have people from the East Coast and West Coast, we'll have to divide down the middle or somewhere. But I'll try to accommodate. This show here, of course, starts a little early for people on the West Coast, but we can kick that back a little later for the events. Mm. And I probably should have set up a poll to see, but I may do that next week to see who all may be interested. But yeah, I'll flash my email up there. It's bourbonbounty2019 at gmail.com. But like I said, I'll flash it up later. If you are interested, just email me and say, yeah, I'm in for the brackets or whatever. But yeah, so yeah, man, this is, I'm going to send you a sample of this, Big Daddy H.
Yeah.
And
I'll probably taste it.
yeah, this is right up your alley. It's kind of it reminds me of the Larceny Elijah Craig kind of blend, that 90
Oh,
proof
really? Yeah.
blend a little. It's different, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. Kathy Bates is here. Jerry Arbaugh is here. All right. Bourbon Nerd, if I didn't call that out already. What have you been up to lately?
Who, me?
Yeah, staying out of trouble.
Yeah. It's hard to, yeah. You know your mama. It's hard to stay out of trouble.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just laying around and well, I like to kill myself the other day though, cleaning dirt up out of the gutter, where it comes around, and I'm trying to edge my sidewalks and the driveway and everything. And then yesterday I washed the car, and a little old bitty car like that, you think I'll be through with that in 10 minutes. Think again.
Yeah.
And then we
So
went and had the oil changed in it today, and that's about all. I mean, just
yeah, retirement. So
yeah.
what's the temp been up to there?
Well, it's getting back up to 90s here now.
Yeah,
And we are dry. As my daddy used to say, we're dry as a popcorn fart right now. We got
yeah.
burn hands everywhere. But we're supposed to get some rain. They said maybe overnight tonight and in the morning. So maybe, I mean, shoot, if it just get the grass a little wet where it won't burn.
Right. Yeah. That well, the Traveler, Lori. I'll bring this up. It's made. Um, so Buffalo Trace made it in cahoots with Chris Stapleton. So he was involved in the process. Put it that way. And I can tell you, I know smooth is not really a technical term, but it's about as smooth as his voice. But it's 93. Mm. Yeah, that is good. He's got good taste. If he had a big hand in on that one, that's pretty good. I like it. And when I finish that one though, I may grab some more glasses and pour these other ones because I want them to open up a little bit on that first pour. Let me do that right quick.
Yeah. Kind of like a little pouring your wine a little early, letting the air get to it, huh?
Well, and I have to spin first, and then I'll pour these things. Let me get this first hashtag out of the way. And good luck, everybody, if I can find it. There it is. I got a lot of things open here. Good luck, everybody. This is worth 4 entries to the quarterly drawing. Whiskey
Wish
Nature. All right.
congrats.
Write this down. All right. And Whiskey Nature comes in enough I can abbreviate. So, and remember who it is. All right. Now, this next one is also a North Carolina bourbon because when you came to visit, you got to try it. Or I think you actually got to try it there because I brought it with me. Cook's Meal. Now, this is 100% corn, but it's made from heirloom corns around Catawba County, North Carolina. And it is not your typical 100% corn. It's really, really tasty. So there it is. That's part of that North Carolina bourbon giveaway when I do those things. Yeah, let me pour this. And I'll still have plenty to give the sample away.
Yeah.
All right.
Kathy Bates, how are you doing?
Set that there. Oh, let me get this Heaven's Door out here. I'm excited about both of these. And I have the couple of Widow Janes. I have the I can't remember the years. One of them I think is it a 15 or yeah, 15 year Widow Jane. And then I have the regular Widow Jane, and now I have the Baby Jane. I'm probably going to do like a, a 3-way sip off with those things at some point.
Right.
This one is Heaven's Door. I'm going to leave it over here. I'm going to leave the Baby Jane bottle by the Baby Jane so I know what's what. And then I'm going to keep my Traveler here. All right. So have you bought any whiskeys lately?
No, I have not.
Yeah, and
My A1C is giving me fits. I got to get all that stuff under control. And I'm 75 years old. I can't play like I used to.
yeah, I get it. I get it. And
And
I mean,
you
I have to slow
live
down playing.
get it worse.
I have to slow down playing. Oh, I got to write this down here. I got another one here. Charles. All right, and I'll have to go make that wheel good in a little bit, but we have time. Yeah, the doctors, I get monitored a lot and all that. So they check me and they say, "Woo, this number here is getting a little too high in the green." It's still in the
Yeah.
green, but it's like, hey, this is creeping up there.
Getting a
And
little
then,
too close to the yellow.
yeah, and so I gone ahead and back off some, and I backed off a lot lately. But he kept hinting around, and I told him, I said, if you're going to say I have to stop drinking altogether, you might as well don't say it.
Yeah.
And I said, but let's come to an agreement on what would be sensible. And because that's where doctors always like to go. They always like to go to that. Oh, if you would just stop drinking altogether, you would be the healthiest person alive, and then get hit by a bus or something.
Oh, yeah.
Um, I mean, I want to be healthy, but I don't want to be miserable. And but I think there's a balance to be had there, and I'm certainly not certainly promoting reasonable, alcohol consumption and all that stuff because you can hurt yourself. But what I did was I quit drinking beer because beer for me became a crutch at night, and it almost became my sleeping pill. I called it, it's the way I turned my brain off.
It'll
And
help you
I was,
sleep.
yeah. And the more beer I drink, the more I felt like I needed. Well, and I wasn't even counting, you know, it got to a point, and I got you, Kathy. It got to a point where I wasn't even recognizing what I was doing until the next day. And I would see all the empty beer cans piled up there, and I'd be like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 14. And then I would look around and, oh, 15, because that was my last one,
Yeah.
and I was like, damn, I got to quit this. So what I did was for a while, and I'm not saying I'll never drink another beer again. I'm just not keeping it in the refrigerator. It's I just don't. It's not available to me because it was like a mindless thing. And I got up off the couch, off the out of the recliner, and it's been freaking, what is it, over a month now? I stopped drinking beer,
Oh
and
yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
At
and
least.
I'm gonna go for a while without having any at all, and then I'll start. I'll get me like a little special something here and there. Uh, what's up, Bad Axe? George Woodcock's here. Yeah, we got the hashtag MILL going right now to get those entries to the quarterly drawing. But and also I want to give a shout out to Bad Axe Bourbon, man. I remember when Bad Axe was getting started, and we were all excited about welcoming him to the community. And I'm about ready to hitch to his wagon. God dang, have you seen the subs he's got? Dang, you're getting there, man. Good job. I mean, you got a heck of a show going. Mm. And if on an off chance you have not subscribed to Bad Axe Bourbon, go give him a sub. And anybody with a wrench wants to shout somebody out, please feel free to do so. But yeah, but anyway, back to my little story about beer. Um, I wanted to go for a while without drinking any beer at all, just to make sure that it didn't. I lost the muscle memory of it. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Now, but I quit buying the Goose Islands and all, but I still have a bunch of them up there, and I'm probably going to put a few of them in the refrigerator for the holidays. And I may have a Goose Island here or there while I'm off work and stuff, but it's not going to be a regular thing. But yeah, I got up the other day, and it's been over a month since I stopped having beer in the fridge. And I walked over, opened up the fridge, and I think I was going to grab a bottle of water, and I'm looking for beer
Yeah.
just out of muscle memory. I opened it up and I looked in there, and I was like, oh, I came over here for a bottle of water.
Well, that's right. I don't drink beer
Yeah,
anymore.
that's right. What's up, Fulton? Mm. But with that, we are almost at time to spin for the 5 entries. And I do have to speed this up just a slight bit because we do have 2 spins at the end of this. But let me go ahead and spin this one for the 5 entries to the quarterly drawing. And then we'll get the next hashtag going, and I'll let you know what the samples are for tonight. Again, if you're just joining. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. This is for 5 entries to the quarterly drawing. And Mr. Mom, congratulations. All right, got that down. Let the confetti die down, and I'll get you just in a second, George. All right. Now this one, I think you like this one. This was the wild card I threw in there because I think you like it. Didn't you like Wild Turkey 101?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And I kind of just threw it in the middle because I couldn't remember if you liked it a lot or what. But at that 101, Uh,
Probably the next time I go over to the store, I'm going to get a bottle of it.
okay. It is. It does get to you just a little teeny bit quicker
Yeah.
because you have to drink a little less of it because it is that 101
Well,
count.
I'm only allowed two per day, so it might as well be a good one. Two good
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, there you go. Couple of good. Oh, and the two you're allowed. I looked it up again. It is an ounce and a half, right? Per.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So people say, oh, you can have 2 ounces. No, you can have two pours. And,
Right.
people equate an ounce to a pour, and it's not. A jigger is a pour. And if you're mixing a drink, you usually tend to use an ounce and a half in most of them.
Well,
So,
this thing right here, I almost started carrying it out to the beer joint with me because I can pour two 12-ounce cans in there with a little room left, and that's one drink.
one drink, there you go.
Dixie's not listening,
Well, we
and then
did
I
talk
can
about,
more cans and do my other drink.
yeah, but they also average all this stuff, and they say you can have two pours of whiskey or two beer, or
Right.
but the problem with that is people equate the beer all the same. And what they're talking about are two, and I think it's somewhere around six. I think they average it around 6% alcohol by volume, and they're pints of
Yeah.
beer. So if you're drinking 12-ounce cans at 4.2, I'm not trying to split hairs here, but um, it's either science or it's not. And
Yeah.
if the math, I mean, we do all this kind of math on solar panels and kilowatt hours and everything. I mean, it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Just saying.
Indeed.
Now, what you can't do is say, well, since I'm drinking Miller Lite, it's only
Four point
4.2
one. Yeah.
or
Four.
whatever percent by volume. I can have 8 of them. Well, yeah,
Oh,
you gotta
I
be
know.
reasonable. Yeah.
My feet will let me know the next day.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, see, and that's another thing too. Oh, I got to write George down here. I'm getting to it. Let me get this entry down. All right, 10. Okay, got it. But Stephen Scone, what's going on? Oh, I see Mr. Great Shot here. Cheers, Mr. Great Shot. Yeah, he was too busy to make it up here, but he can be in and out of the chat. He said he
Oh,
might.
that's good. That's good.
But
I'm
I
not.
didn't want to change the whole intro video for that. Oh, Kathy Bates, YKB. All right. I'm learning to read.
I would have caught him, Kathy, if he hadn't done it right.
That's one thing he
I
said.
learned
He
to
said,
read before he did.
yeah. Well, anytime I see another one from Kathy, well, anytime I see one from Kathy, I always look to see
Yeah,
see if there's anything written because,
understandable.
yeah, I've messed that up a few times, and it messes me up because I'm a perfectionist and I have to have scribbles and stuff on my paper, and I don't like cow patties on there. That's what we called it when we would mark out the score. That cow patty. All black and blue. Whoa. All right. Mm.
Oh my goodness. Whiskey Nature done screwed an arm up.
That's that full contact whiskey drinking.
Yeah, I'm not stout enough to pick up anything that'll hurt my arm.
I'll tell you what, telling on myself, but we had our bathroom renovated. Shower floor. It's got those little pebble things in there. All the little deals. And if you get soap or shampoo or conditioner down there, they get a little bit slicky.
Yeah.
And I don't know what in the hell, and my foot kind of slid just a little, but it caught right after that because it was, I stepped on something and my whole body jerked, and I had this twinge running all the way down my back over there, and that sucker was sore for 3 days. Yeah, I used to be able to lose my footing, catch myself, and get it right back up and run. And see, my age is starting to show. I need to start working out more. That's what I need to do.
Okay, Lori's getting hooked on Buffalo Trace there.
Okay. Well, if you have to get hooked on one brand, one distillery, that's not a bad one to get wrapped up in, because they do have some decent monetarily decent offerings, but they also go to the I have to give two kidneys and sell, second mortgage on my house and sell all of my vacation rentals to buy a single bottle of, shit too.
Yeah.
Um, well, aftermarket, secondary market, things like that. They love some Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I can go to Jody's house and walk into his studio there, and it's like walking into a liquor store. Hey, can I have a pour of that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pour it. I'll pour it. Now,
And
if
it's
you go up to that,
free.
if you
To
go up to
me.
that, if you go up here and start asking for too much, I'll be like, "Ooh, I only got like 2.5 ounces of that
I
left."
know, but if you ever come at me with a bottle and you're excited about it,
Yeah,
oh, you got to taste it. It came from up there.
yeah, 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 yeah. Now they're not all empty up there. I mean, that. But some of those up there, if you start on those, you're going to end your night pretty quick. That's some of those up there are sleeping pills. You
Oh,
take
what was that? John Wayne was on Duke. You know, and
Duke.
he
Yeah,
had John Wayne's picture, the
yeah.
old Duke. Man, that stuff was. I called it fruit salad of bourbon. That
That's
stuff.
right. I still have some of it. I refuse to drink it. I've been,
I
uh,
don't blame you.
yeah. I'm just hanging on to it because you're not going to get it anymore. Because they totally, unless you find a dusty somewhere. If you ever find a dusty bottle that says Duke and it's got the black and white picture of John Wayne in chaps and cowboy paraphernalia, buy it.
Yeah,
Just don't ask questions. Just buy it, and open it and have a pour of it, and then put the cork back in it and let it sit there, because that is some good stuff right
I
there.
don't know where you'd find it unless you just happened into an old bar somewhere like uh, my nephew Chris did. And he said they were in there drinking beer, and he looked up on the shelf and there was a bottle of. He said that thing it looked like it had a half inch of dust on it, and he said, "What is that up there?" And the woman said, "That's a bottle of Crown Royal." And he said, "Pull that down."
Well, and see what he's getting is that old
Good
stuff,
old stuff, yeah.
which
Man, that
had,
used to be good.
well, and here's why. In the 60s, 70s, everybody went to uh, clear spirits, vodka, gin, uh, a lot of James Bond, shaken, not stirred shit was going on.
Yeah.
And, you know, sheeple, okay? Sheeple is what I call it. Marty, hey, man, how's it going? Um, because I don't, when I watch a movie or whatever, I barely pay attention to the product placements and stuff. But I'm certainly not going to go, oh my God, just because X person drank something, oh, now I'm going to, and I've had it and I didn't really care for it. I'm not all of a sudden going to go, oh shit, I love it now,
Yeah.
because my taste buds didn't change. I don't see this chasing celebrity, and movies and stuff, but so, a lot of people do. And that'll impact the culture, and it'll impact. And I think a lot of it is ignorance. People don't know. Oh, I need to spin right quick, and then I'll finish this. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. This is worth 6 entries to the quarterly drawing. And if you miss this one, don't worry. There'll be another one coming right on its heels. Tater Dom.
There he is.
He needed some entries.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. All right. And let the confetti die. Oh, goodness. We'll get this next one set up. All right. This one's going to be worth 7, and you can repeat win, and I'll put a plus down there. Okay. Now I remember what this one is. Now, I purposefully put this one lower on the list than the other one because you told me I think I prefer the other one more.
Yeah. But we probably could have swapped places with that one in that old tub.
Probably. Yeah. I had to kind of
That's
I
okay.
took a stab at stuff. Yeah. That's all right. So if they're out of order a little bit, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter
The
as long as
hashtags are
you get
still,
your entry in.
yeah, they're going to be worth what they're worth. But what I was saying about what the hell was I saying? Something about the whole, long story short, people tend to watch a movie or something gets popular and they go all in, and I think most of it's due to ignorance. They really don't know what to order, so they see something in a movie and they confidently go in and go, "Yeah, I want one of those," and then even if they have buyer's remorse, they tend to. And if you drink something long enough, you can build a tolerance for it. But if I have to build a tolerance for something, they lost me. I'm not going to do that. I got you whiskey nose, and but I mean it's good juice or it's not. And people follow trends or patterns or whatever. But long story short, in the 60s, 70s, a lot of sheeple went over to the vodkas and the gins and all of that. And whiskey was hurting, bourbon was hurting. And a Stitzel Weller uh, had the Buffalo Trace line and all that the Pappy stuff, and they sold a bunch of barrels for cheap as dirt. And we're talking about the Pappy line, the antique stuff, to Crown Royal, and
Yep.
they used it to blend in their whiskeys. And so if you find an old dusty of Crown Royal, now it's blended, but it's in there. And that's why the Crown Royal, and then when they started getting low and they knew they couldn't afford to keep it up again, they made the Crown Reserve.
Yeah.
And it had some, but you're talking about it's dwindling the amount that's in it all the way down to nothing.
That may be the reason I never did like it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at first they were putting a good amount, and then of course over the years it dwindles down.
Yeah.
Um, I have some new songs. Okay, Fulton. Yep. Fulton has some new songs
All right.
for his ukulele. All right. But and then you've seen Crown Royal come out with the apple and peach and all that, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to hide the fact they have subpar whiskey.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you find an old dusty somewhere, I mean, I'd take a chance on it, depending on what year it was.
Mark, I looked everywhere today trying to find a wig, but I just couldn't find one. And I'd had me a one of them paste on mustache and beards, but
Well,
maybe the
we
people
didn't,
put up with me till you get back.
yeah, we didn't have a lot of time. I was really sipping on. Okay, all right. Let's see. We already have one for there, so I'm going to do another one here for 5.
All right, man, want to win some samples.
There we go. Oh,
That's
yeah. With that being said, let me go ahead and play the sample video one more time to let people know what they're entering for here tonight. It is the newest offerings that new to me that I just picked up here lately. All right, there they were. That was them. So we get Traveler. Now, Traveler is a collaboration with I God damn Chris Stapleton. Man, every time I try to think of his name, I know Chris and I can't think of Stapleton, but Chris Stapleton. It was a collaboration between him and Buffalo Trace.
yeah.
So that's Traveler, and
I
it's
don't like him
blending and
all that
distorted.
well because he sings a lot better than I do, but he's a good singer.
There's two new ones out from Heaven's Door. I only bought the one so
Yeah.
far. It's essential.
Can we fairly say from left to right that's good, better, and best, or is
No, not really. I haven't tried these other two.
okay?
I have not tried them. They've been poured out here.
Crazy Ann, how's my girlfriend
Oh
doing?
my gosh, Crazy Ann.
Hadn't seen you in a month of Sundays.
Yeah, I know. All right. So going ahead and talk for just a minute because I need to go make this wheel good
Okay.
uh, because I've got a lot of entries here. So let me start putting some stuff in.
Yeah, I can't believe you got that much stuff that you hadn't tried yet.
Well, I mean, I just bought it
But
this
I
week.
understand why. Oh, yeah, you're always hunting something new.
I
If
am.
it's new, more or less, you hadn't tried it yet. But
Well, you have to understand too that in the fall, there's quarterly release on a lot of these things. So
yeah, I'm an alcoholic. I can't keep bourbon in my house like that. I go, and I can't afford to buy but 2 or 3 bottles at a time, and then next week they're gone. Lord have mercy, I hammer on them. But yeah, I love bourbon. And used to back in the day, we drank a lot of like Charter 10, Charter 7. That was our go-to bottle when we were, I guess it was probably in the early 70s, and we'd go to the American Legion hut. We'd carry a bottle and a 6-pack of Sprite or whatever we want, and we always mixed that stuff. We never drank it straight. And even the I don't know, some of this other stuff, like that old tub or something like that, we would hit it out of the bottle and like kind of like Mark, talking about that grape soda and chase it. Maybe we'd have a Coke, we'd hit that bottle and then chase it a little bit with that Coke or whatever. And you might as well say we were mixing it. But after Jody started this program here, this Bourbon Bounty, I learned to start sipping that stuff neat. And you can really tell the difference in some of that shown up good stuff and that bottom shelf stuff, I call it. Hurt your back reaching down and getting it. But there's some of that I really like.
yeah, it's not all bad, but some of it can give you a real headache.
Yeah, that's where if you're going to drink too much, drink you some of that and then drink some of that good stuff to kind of head it off the next morning.
All right, we got the wheel is good. The wheel is good. All right. So yeah, we're playing for samples tonight. I've got entries on the wheel. I have them circled over here, so I know I already have them on the wheel. And then if any more comes in, we will get those on there as well. But I am going to start sipping on this other stuff now. This is Heaven's Door. I'm going to do the Baby Jane first. Widow Jane is really good for what it is. It's better than Hudson, in my opinion. The Bright Lights Big Bourbon. It used to be Baby Bourbon. Mm.
You see Mark's remark there? That's a great shot.
Page up to my earlier chat. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Oh, check my chat about halfway giveaway. I'm looking. I'm looking. Okay. Is this it? Halfway mark giveaway, and you don't want a bottle of Still Austin Nancy Fraley pick, please get with me. I have other bottles that I can swap. And I will scroll my email at the end of this for the winners. And again, for anyone who wants to be in the whiskey brackets, I'll send out the questionnaires. And I'll make those announcements later. But I have to spin right now. I'm going to leave that up just for a second. Let me go ahead and spin this hashtag right quick and get these entries given away. This is worth seven entries.
I guess Kathy Bates had answered your question about the halfway giveaway.
Oh, that doubles. It doubles because that's my Facebook one. It doubles the entries. This is no longer worth 7. It's worth 14. It is worth 14. Boom, George Woodcock. That's a good one to
Right,
hit.
you don't win a good one.
That's right. Now then, yeah, if it lands on my Facebook, that is going to be a +7 because there's already 7. So that's 14. Last time I checked, in 7th grade. All right, let's see here. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, this is the one you said I probably had a little out of order. All right. This is that Oh Tub, My Tub. Yeah, we will talk about that stuff here in a little bit when we get down to the halfway mark giveaway. You always have an option. Let me give my opinion on this. It is not sweet. It is. Let me get a drink of water. I think that Traveler is screwing with me on this one. Hang on. Now you know high corn count, all that, and this is an heirloom corn they're using, and this is a blend of bourbon whiskeys.
You talking about the Traveler?
No, Baby Jane.
Oh, okay.
From Widow Jane. It is 91 proof. Yeah, and it drinks like an
up down then.
Oh yeah, I got to bring that one down. It drinks like an 86er, even though it's 91 proof. I would say Baby Jane is accurate. It's not bad at all. It's caramel. It has a great mouthfeel to it, but I'm getting no finish off this at all. I mean, it is not there. And so it's like drinking. This is dangerous. You could turn this up and kill it because you're not going to get that burn or anything down the back.
Is it a Canadian blend of whiskey?
No, this is from Widow Jane's, New York.
What about the Travelers?
No, it's a blend, but it's all Buffalo Trace.
Wigwag Workshop asked a question there about.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. I have not looked into that. All I know is it's Traveler whiskey. It's Chris Stapleton collab with Buffalo Trace, and it says on the back, blended and bottled by Buffalo Trace, Frankfort, Kentucky. That's all I know. I haven't really gotten into it. I know it's good, and I can tell you from my opinion, it's better than Baby Jane, simply because it has more notes to it and it has more depth to it. It is
I
a
guess
little sweeter than Baby Jane, and not saying that it's sweet, but that's dry. And this is almost not there.
Kathy Bates, I heard that parked car hit him. That's the way I heard it.
Oh, you talking about Joe? Yeah.
Yeah.
He got hit by a parked car with
Yep.
nobody in it, and the engine wasn't even running. Mm. Okay, I'm getting more now. I'll tell you this: if you're going to drink the Baby Jane, drink it before you drink anything else. And there's some good to it. There's some good stuff here. It's mostly butterscotch caramel on the palate. There's not a lot on the finish at all, but it does have a great viscosity. It has a good mouthfeel to it. It's pleasurable to drink, but it'll put you on your heels because you're trying to figure your brain is well, if you drink it, if you've drank a lot of whiskey, your brain is telling you, wow, that's weak, but and it's not strong. But then you start getting other notes out of it. It's actually pretty good, but I wouldn't drink something else first.
Yeah.
I would go straight to it. And I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to go straight to that without any other influence on my palate. Making sure, yep, I still have everybody. No, I do not. Charles. Oh, that's another one for Charles. Okay. No, I already got that one. Okay. Messed me up because I put it back up there again. Okay. I've got it. We're good. All right. I got to memorize this over here on the fan funding. Make sure I get all of the, wonder what the difference. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try. I have 3 different Widow Janes. I have the 15, the regular, and then the baby. But I'm gonna do the baby first. I can tell you that because the other 2 will kick its ass. They will just destroy the notes on this. But I'm probably gonna do a video with all 3. Um, but I can guarantee you though, this is one of those. If you drink it first, it's pretty good. You go to the next one, and then go to the 15th. And if when you come back, you've got unsweet tea, pretty much. Yeah, I should have got it. Mm-hmm. All right, now let me try. Well, before I try the Heaven's Door Ascension, let me go ahead and spin this hashtag here. All right, Charles, I got you. I got to write you a new whole name down here. All right. William Hall. There you go.
Fulton, I'm working on a couple of new songs, and the only way I can do them is if I've heard them quite a bit and download the chords and the words on my phone and really learn the words to the song. But yeah, I'm working on a couple of new ones. But
All right, Dad. Here's the only one on the list where we depart. The rest of them I can tolerate. This one,
oh, really? You don't like that?
I do not. There's just, and it's all a personal preference, right? Some people say things like, "Oh, it's that wild turkey funk," or I've learned to appreciate Maker's Mark more, but I don't want to drink it first.
Yeah.
You know, there's a twang to me in Maker's Mark, and there's a heavier wang in Evan Williams. It's that high corn count that
That's yeah, 80% corn, I believe.
yeah,
Now,
and I
that
don't
may
know,
be the reason I like it. I don't know.
maybe, but
I
It
don't
just,
want to drink a ton of it because you talking about a headache the next
oh
morning.
yeah. There's just something that tastes youthful and corny. That's the only way I can explain it. All right. Well, we just spun, so my alarm went off. Oh, but I was talking about. Oh, I got to write this down. Okay. And I had to make a new line for Charles, and I'm gonna have to go make the sample giveaway good. There's Charles. Okay, got it. Copy. See how wonderful copy and paste is? Bam, we got it. Okay, circle that. It's on there. There we go. Back to it now. You know, let me try this Heaven's Door because I'm kind of worried about it now. But I love Heaven's Door, but I hope this Ascension is good. Give it a little swirl. And that's another thing too. If y'all notice, I poured these like, I don't know, what was it, 15, 20 minutes ago.
At least, yeah.
People talking about neck pour. There is no such thing as a freaking neck pour. What it is it's the strongest it's going to be. Because that's the amount of space that's in there. It's sealed. It's all that. If you want it to open up, pour it 10 minutes or so before you sip it. And there's no such thing as a neck pour. It's liquid. It's moving all over the place. You can turn a bottle upside down, turn it back. You're mixing all the liquid. There's no
Yeah.
difference between the juice and the neck. And plus, some of these don't even hardly have a neck on them. But yeah, I hear neck pour all the time. It irks me when I hear that. It's just really, really strong because you're getting it right first pour. Just let it open up. Whoa. I like that. I like that a lot. The first thing that popped in my head when I took a sip of that Ascension was nectarine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was the absolute first thing that popped in my head was nectarine. Yeah, it wasn't peach. Oh my gosh. It's not sweet, so don't get me wrong on that one. Yeah, nectarine. Yeah, that's what I'm getting out of that. The finish on it is light, but it's there, and there's it's like you're kind of getting the regular bourbon, like the wood sugar notes on the finish, like some caramel and stuff on the finish. But
Yeah.
man, it's fruity up front. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Dang. That one pleased me. I like that. I'm gonna go get that other new Heaven's Door now.
How you doing on the spin? About time?
No, we got a it's a no, I just posted the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, the Evan Williams. Yeah, people are still getting them in there, I think. But yeah, we'll let this one go for oh yeah, we still have time. No, that these are good. These are good.
Okay.
But wow, that Heaven's Door really. Now I do really like the Traveler for the caramels and all butterscotchy. Baby Jane, I wouldn't drink it. I'm actually going to go to it now and finish it and save the Heaven's Door back because of that. Man, that is straight up nectarine. The peach and the nectarine.
Yeah.
This is straight up like, yeah, nectarine. That's the first thing that hit my head when I took a sip of that.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, that's the Widow Jane one. It has a lot of the caramel, wood sugar in it. It has that little bit of a corn kick, that sweetness from the corn, but
Yeah,
it's not sweet per se, but it makes your brain go to sweet. And then there's I get the corn. I'm trying to figure out because it's like it's like a blanket of caramel laying on your tongue, and then it kind of dissolves and has all these other flavors in it.
yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But again, it will not stand up if you're chasing it or if you're using it to chase something else. I would definitely enjoy it first and then go to the others. And in order, probably with these samples that I'm giving away tonight, I would go Baby Jane, then I would go Traveler, and I would end with Heaven's Door on the samples. If I were going to do them all in one night,
Right.
I would do them in that order because the Heaven's Door is the one that surprised me the most with the flavor. Yeah, still corn, but it does say heirloom corn on it, and it says proprietary heirloom corn. So I know there's a huge difference in corn because if you get your hands on some feed corn versus sweet corn, you're going to be disappointed. And you're also going to have to go to the bathroom a lot. That damn feed corn ain't no joke. It just doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. It's what would you describe the flavor of feed corn? Kind of mealy, like
Yeah, not
grassy.
at all. That we grew up on, I thought it was, good corn, and
Oh,
but
William
it,
Hall.
until I got a hold of some sweet corn.
Yeah. Now then we got spoiled because of Esau.
Oh man, that guy crazy
Ooh.
corn.
Yeah, if you're ever in Southeast Arkansas, Esau sweet corn.
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
All right, sample giveaway. Let me get William Hall on the wheel here.
Good deal. Get him on there. He's wanting to win some samples.
Heck yeah. All right, wheel's good for now. All right, we are setting that time to spin. So let me do that and let me go ahead and get these hashtag entries given away. There it is. Gosh, I have too many tabs open. Good luck, everybody. This is worth 9 entries unless it lands on me. Boom, wooden metal. All right, got that. And the confetti has died. So now we're going to spin one more here before the top of the hour. And we'll probably start it just a little bit early. Now, this one, I think I got this one pretty in line with your because I think you enjoy this one. Old Forester, the 86.
Oh yeah, that is that the one I got off the bottom shelf?
Yep. You had to bend over and almost hurt your back.
It
Yep.
was good.
Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just most of us consider it a little bit weak because it's 86 proof.
Well, when it comes to drinking bourbon, I can be considered weak.
Well, yeah, and mostly you're a beer drinker.
Yeah.
Mm. Spoiler alert, that's coming. Yeah, I couldn't make it all about whiskey because his favorite tasty adult beverages are not whiskey. Oh, okay. So I already got it posted. There's the alarm. The alarm keeps me honest, but
Okay.
but yeah. All right. So while we're doing this, I know that we were getting a lot of entries in here. I just want to make sure people know what we're playing for the quarterly drawing. It's free. Uh, for the sample giveaway, it's supers only. So right now we have 8 people in there. We're playing for samples with stuff that's coming out right now, new to me anyway. I bought it, over the past week or so. But I'm giving away these samples, and let me play the video for you. For every $1, you get 2 entries into the sample giveaway tonight. You also get 2 entries to the January 23rd halfway mark giveaway, which is for a full bottle of Still Austin Nancy Fraley pick, the cast strength, uh, valued at $90. And then you also get 2 entries to the regular quarterly drawing for every $1. So that's how this works. You get 3 chances to win on these supers. So that's how that goes. I just want to make sure everybody understands so no one misses out. I am going to finish this baby Jane off soon, and then I'm going to finish the Traveler. I'm going in order that I'm suggesting on these samples here, and then I'm going to go to that Heaven's Door Ascension.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay in order. I did my zero Coke first, and now I'm drinking a glass of tea. But I will have a couple of Miller Lights
Before it's all said and done.
I turn in.
Oh, I will say this: StreamYard has now. I know they went kind of up in price a little bit, but they're offering full the HD on regular, the lowest tier. And then they added an intro outro video option, so you can put it in there. Because before, what was going on is I would go to my brand page where my videos were loaded on StreamYard, and I would start the stream, go live. It would spin for a minute and come up, and there would be like my blank. I would drop us down to the basement, and then I would start the video. Well, now they've got it set where when I go live, it plays that video. The other thing I did was at the end of the show, I added a 50 something second outro. So when we end the show tonight, we will be done, but it's going to play a little less than a minute outro. So if people are still chatting, people are still saying, goodbye to each other or whatever, that'll keep going. So yeah, it just gives a little buffer there. It's just going to add. If y'all go back and look at my channel and look at our shows, we are on freaking time. we schedule this thing, and we start on time and we end on time, and they're always the same. This will just add a little bit of time to the end of it. That's all it's going to do. Stick around and watch it if you want to, or don't. But I do give a shout out to the members at the end. Again. And membership does have its privileges. You do get extra entries to the quarterly drawing. You also do not have to be present to win for the regular quarterly drawing. So, I think I'm going to finish this water off.
As Mark would say, hydration is key.
Hydration is key. Yeah, well, I know we talked a lot earlier about drinking responsibly and how to do that and all of that. But one of the main things is if you are drinking, just stay hydrated. All right, I'm gonna plus. Well, now I'm gonna do Kathy again
Kathy Bates again.
because I don't have room up there. All right, 10 entries. Let me go make this wheel right because I already circled it. There she is. Ten. Okay, and paste. Bam, got it. Wheel's good. Okay, wheel's good. And yeah, I mean, don't be fooled. Don't fool yourself. Blah blah blah. But if you are gonna, have like I do, I told my doctor, I said on Thursday nights I'm gonna drink a few bourbons, but I'll drink a lot of water. He said that's good. So we came to an agreement.
Well, ain't much you can do about it.
I tell you what,
Your body, your life.
the more I'm drinking that Baby Jane by itself, and I'm just drinking the Baby Jane, it's really good by itself. But boy, it's easy. I got you, bourbon nerd and bourbon bitch. All
There
right,
you go.
bourbon nerd is here, and
I know you're gonna get super busy here in a little bit. I'm gonna get up and tend to some business.
okay, you do that, and I will get this all set up, and we will get this show going. And now I need to go make the wheel good one more time. All right, here we go. All right, got that one. Whoa, there's another one. Oh boy, here we go.
I don't want them all to think I'm a
8, 9, 10. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. 1. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Look at what?
And Charles. Well, Charles is already there. Let me go up here and copy. Where is Charles? There you are. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And boom. Now I have to write it down. Y'all are making me add stuff crooked over here. I'm gonna have to take my time when I do this. Okay, wheel's good. Wheel's good. All right. So yeah, Big Daddy H, I think he had to go see a guy about a horse or something. Twisted Art Lady. Good Lord gracious, how long's it been? Samantha, how's it going? And so we are at, it's time to spin. So let me go on ahead, and I'm glad that we're getting the hashtags in. Let me get this thing going. StreamYard giveaway. And boom, good luck, everybody. This is worth 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. All 10. It's worth, guess what? It's worth 20. It's worth 20 entries to the quarterly drawing. It just doubled. Boom. That's a plus 20 for Tater Dom because he already won tonight. Tater Dom has a total of 26 so far, and we're going to draw again. This is why I like to start a little early because sometimes it likes to land on folks multiple times. Dustin Bosek. There's first time. Okay.
That's the first time.
Yes. Now, I'm going to write this down and I'm going to put a plus 10, but it is 10. So that is 20. Last time I added things together. All right. let me. I'm going to set the next one up, but I'm not going to post it yet. And I'm glad you're back because it's time for
Yeah, guess
you.
what time it is?
Mhm.
Helter skelter time.
All right. So I'm going to get the next one copied. It's all set. It's ready to go. I'm not going to post it yet because it is time for Put Me In. So y'all just start typing Put Me In the chat. Everyone gets a trophy. Everybody wins. You get 2 free entries. All you have to do is type Put Me in the chat. That's it. All right. I'm going to start writing these down. Big Daddy H already.
Yeah, they're all putting me in, and then they can, I guess, start putting what they're sipping on tonight. That's usually the question Mark asks.
But you can ask whatever you want.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna put me in automatic.
I got you already. You already down there.
I got one of these pretty little hats too. They're nice, nice hats.
I need to order some more of those. They are really nice. They come from Sweden or somewhere. I can't remember.
Oh, really? It's the reason my head feels cold. Jim Beam Winter Reserve. But talking about that Evan Williams a while ago, the bottle and bond is better than the regular Evan Williams.
I agree with that every time on
Yeah,
almost anything.
anytime it's 100 proof, it's a little better. Hello, Charles. Good to see you here. Oh, the voice. Okay, knock them,
Yeah.
knock them out, Mr. Fulton Mraz. I ain't got enough guts to do anything like that. Get on a TV show.
This is going to take a minute.
The Redwood Empire, bottle and bond. Okay.
I'm going
I,
to try not to miss.
I was wondering, Mark, if you was drinking anything or not. Kahuna. No, that's Mac. Boy, I tell you what, I can't. Oh, that's a beer. Okay, with dinner. All right. Probably a good beer. I'm pretty choicy about my beer. I can't drink any of them, especially them old dark burnt ones. I got to scroll back down and get caught up with.
I'm just going to give a shout out to Steven Scone pipe. That's what that is, by the way, a pipe. That's what you call that straight line in between things.
Yeah.
From the Unix world. Shelf sippers. I'm going to have you in as Steven Scone, but I think we all know who you are. So I'm not. I can't fit all that on my line here.
There's Guani done made it. Okay, Mark. One beer with dinner. Yeah, that don't ever hurt anything. That won't get in the way of your bourbon drinking a little later.
All right.
Jenny B. Yep. Very nice.
Yeah, I didn't want to be presumptive, but I'm pretty sure that Mr. Richie J and Mrs. Lori J have something to do with each other.
And they may have.
Just a hunch. Just a hunch. I may have brought this up before, but Oh, am I caught up? Nope,
Well,
not.
you might be. You may have to start reading them out and see if you missed anybody.
Well, I will do that shortly. Let me make sure I get. Oh, no, I'm not done yet. Oops.
This little feed over here looks a little different when you're on the show.
Yeah.
Boy, it'll jump out of sight in a hurry on you. You have to
Okay.
scroll down and look at it.
Yeah. I use the. I use the. Gawani. Look at there. Gawani said
Right,
here
been
for.
married for 33 years. That may be that you kind of have something to do with somebody when you're married that long.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Jody's mom, I think this will be our 56th. She'll holler at me if I'm wrong.
All right, I think wow, we're setting records here. I'm actually thinking about changing the format of my page over here. It's a good problem to have. Don't get me wrong. I love having all these people in here, but I'm running out of columns and rows. I'm gonna have to figure something out. But I don't see any more put me ins coming in. Yes, I got Gawani. Gawani. I am going to read these names off. If I don't see Taylor. Did I see Taylor Boone type put me in? It's time to type put me in. Oh, Steam Fire and Ice.
Team Fire Nice.
Not quite time to
There it
read it
is.
off yet. All right.
There's Taylor got his in.
Yeah. All right. Now it may be time to read these things off. Okay. So we have the put me ins. Everyone gets a trophy. Everybody gets 2 entries to the wheel. If I do not call your name, I missed you. Please type it in one more time. I've got Big Daddy H. I've got Lori, Peter White, Twisted Art Lady, William Hall, Charles Lowell, Wooden Metal Garage, Jerry Arbaugh, Rick Moreland, Whiskey Nature, Wigwag's Workshop, Mr. Mom, Mr. Great Shot, Kathy Bates, Bourbon Bitch, Stephen Scone, James Morgan, Mrs. Lori J, Dustin Bosek, Orlando Controlla, Mr. Richie J, George Woodcock, Fulton Mraz, Matt B, Clearing Throat, Jimmy's Random Content, Tater Dom, Gawani Ostinaco, Jenny B, Steam Fire and Ice, and Taylor Boone. If I did not call your name, I do not have you down for the put me in. So please type put me in now. I am going to type stop put me in, but that does not mean it stops. It goes to the end of the show. It just means I quit paying attention. So if you want to get a put me in after this, put it in all caps, do a bunch of them or until you get our attention. But we're going to move on to the next hashtag because we have 2 giveaways before the end of the show. And wait, this was the last one. No, I'm
Oh,
sorry. That's the next one too. This
yeah.
is it. Larceny. Bam.
Now that's my favorite bourbon there.
Bourbon. That's his favorite bourbon right there. Larceny small batch, 92 proofer right there. There it is.
But
And
I can only have 2 of them a day. 2
oh
little
darn. 2 bottles or 2 no.
No, I was listening. She monitors all this stuff for us.
Now what was that dude's name on Parks and Rec? The shit, I can't think of his name. Uh the guy with the mustache, the man's man, meat eater. Uh, he said,
I don't know.
how many bourbons do you have a week? And he said, 2. He said, oh, just 2 drinks? He said, no, shelves. Yeah, Ron Swanson. I couldn't get Burgundy out of my head. And that's why I couldn't think of Swanson. Yeah, Ron Swanson. That was it. Yeah, Ron Burgundy. Totally different. There we go. Now, that I finished. That Baby Jane is not bad
Yeah.
unless you drink something else and go back to it. It's not bad at all. So there we go.
Well, you're
But
going to
yeah,
experiment with that tomorrow, aren't you?
yep,
You're going to have one of those first.
yep. I will. Well, probably not tomorrow because tonight is my night, and then tomorrow I'll probably have. I'll tell you what I've been doing some here and there is ginger ale and benchmark. And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not bad. If you just want to have a little something at about, a little nightcap about 10 o'clock at night, watch a little YouTube video, finish that thing off, go to bed after that.
Little Kentucky Mule.
Well, yeah, sort
Whatever
of.
you, whatever you've
But,
been on it.
well, I'm not putting the lime juice in it though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the Moscow Mule is vodka, uh, sweetened lime juice, and ginger beer. And so what
Okay.
I was doing I would mix a Moscow Mule in the copper cup with the ice. It gets real frosty on the outside. But I was using bourbon, uh, the sweetened lime juice and ginger beer, and calling it a Kentucky Mule. But this is sort of just like a Kentucky bastard. I mean, I'm just putting a little I'm putting like a little teeny bit in the glass and just putting ginger ale in it just to sip on.
Right.
And while I watch some YouTube video about, I don't know, some freaking ancient fossils or something. I don't, I get down these rabbit holes on YouTube and I don't know how to get back. Yeah, you eventually have to start going down through YouTube telling it I'm not interested because you get tired of watching the same shit over and over again.
Charles said make that Kentucky Mule with a bottle and bond rye. Yeah, I'm scared to
Yeah.
buy a rye because the Four Roses kind of turned me off of the. I guess it was a rye. I may ought to try one.
Well, you
I'm
need to try.
years old, but I'm new to this game.
Yeah, you need to try the Still Austin rye because the Four Roses rye, they use what I call that funk rye, like Whistle Pig and the Canadian
Well,
rye, the real strong stuff.
what
Still
about
Austin.
the Elijah Craig rye? I think it
Mm,
is.
I don't know. I haven't. I've tried Bullet Rye, and I can tell you, stay away, stay away.
Yeah.
No, Four Roses. I'm talking about they're a high rye. Like Four Roses single barrel is a high rye single barrel, and it is funk to me.
Yeah, it kind of turned me off. I always thought I might would like Four Roses, and Jody had some, but I wasn't really crazy about it.
It's 36, 37% funk rye is what it is. All
Yeah,
right, now that I'm done with
better
those bourbons,
mixed drink. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
I could see that.
Old Overhope bottled and bond. Oh yeah, the old Granddad 114.
The old granddad, yeah, but y'all naming some stuff I had never even heard of.
That
Oh,
old Overholt. Yeah.
yeah, I've never even heard of that. And Mark gets into all of that scotch and stuff, and I sure have never
Well,
heard that.
what we're talking about now is shit that's not going to break the bank. Because
Yeah,
if you're going to pour ginger ale in it and shit, don't buy anything expensive. It's a mixer. You're just getting a mixer. You
yeah,
know.
yeah. Every time
Yeah,
I,
old Overholt one. But I was just saying though, Charles, the old Granddad 114 would work as well in that.
yeah, yeah, old granddad I've heard of, and
Straight up nectarine. Mm.
the old Foresters. I mean, my dad used to stray off. He drank Sunnybrook all the time, and I don't even I don't know when the last time I've seen a bottle of that on the shelf.
No, I haven't seen Sunnybrook. No, I think Well, and it could be they're still going under a different name or something. You
Well,
know.
he sent me one time back to town. He said, "Go buy me a bottle of Sunnybrook," and I knew I wasn't old enough to get it, and it was
Okay.
$3.50 for a fifth. I mean, that's way back in the '60s, and I
Yeah.
got in trouble that night because he already had a half a bottle, and I carried that full bottle in there and stuck it in, and I took the half bottle out, and we went riding that night, and then we wound up going back to our house, and I got that other bottle and poured about half of it. So Daddy wound up spending $3.50 on a bottle of air.
All
But
right.
boy,
Plus 11. All right.
all
I'm spending over here. I got to keep the show going. But
right,
that was the second win for Wooden Metal. So I'm spinning again.
yeah, congratulations, get them in.
Congrats. That is, oh, Kathy Bates.
That's she don't ever win anything, does she?
Well, she's been hitting the wheel a little bit here lately, but that gives her 11 right
Well, I'm
there.
talking about hear her tell it.
Yeah, she used to didn't. She never hit the wheel, and all here lately she's hit it a few times.
Yeah,
Okay, now I already popped this one up there, so if you remember that hashtag, go ahead. But this is a beer. Guess what this is?
yeah, I love that stuff.
Bitburger Premium Pilsner. Comes in the little high price 4 pack, but
Yeah, little 4 pack. I call it Miller Lite on steroids.
there you go. And I just put burger down there.
Yeah,
So
that's about the only off foreign beer or whatever. It's German beer, ain't it?
yeah, think so.
Yeah, I like it. It's
Yeah.
got a lot more bitter to it than Miller Lite, but
I
that's
don't
what
know. It could.
I like.
I can't verify that it's German. But sounds German. But it could
I
be
believe it's
Austrian
either.
or you
Whoever made it, they done a good job. I like it.
know. I'm not that big of a beer connoisseur. You
That
know,
night we were over at Jimmy Harbaugh's house, and he sent me home with a couple of cans of. One of them was French toast, and
oh
man,
yeah.
taste all that stuff in there. And I'd sit here on your show and drank 5 or 6 Miller Lite, and I thought, well, I'll get that and
Uh,
drink it. That thing,
okay. I just googled it. It is a German pilsner.
okay,
Okay.
yep.
So there's
And
that.
I started drinking Miller Lite, I guess, back in it must have been around early to mid '70s. And I remember back then, it came when it first came out. It was in a blue can, and every once in a while they'll do a little throwback and sell some of it in that blue can. But I thought, beer in a blue can, it's Miller Lite. It can't be all bad. And I got it and tried it, and I really liked it. Been pretty well drinking it. Before that, it was either Budweiser or Bush or Bush Light for me.
Yep. All right, guys, no pressure at all, but I just want to make sure that everybody understands that the super chats and super stickers coming in are for the samples tonight and the next, not tonight, but the next halfway mark giveaway. I just want to make sure that everyone knows so that no one misses out. But here's the samples for tonight. All right, so if you want to get in on that, just every $1 gets you 2 entries to the sample giveaway for tonight, and the next halfway mark giveaway is going to be January 23. So because tonight the wheel is set for this quarterly, the halfway mark. So the halfway mark giveaway, we're giving away a full bottle based on this is what we base it on, a full bottle of 750 milliliter Nancy Fraley Still Austin cast strength pick, and it's worth $90 plus shipping. And so if you don't want that, I'll start throwing out my email here shortly. Get with us and let us know, hey, I won, but I don't want that. What else does Mark have? I can get y'all in contact, and we'll get you. We'll get you what's worth the worth on it. Yeah. So, but yeah, it's based on that value. So there you go.
And if
Uh,
he don't have it, and he can, he'll probably go get it.
Well, and what we talked about was there's some bottles that are not 90, they're like 70. So we will come together and put samples together enough to make up for that $20 difference, and get that shipped out. So uh, yeah, we're gonna make it right. But I mean, still Austin has like the red corn and the different ones, blue corn, uh, you know, but the Nancy Fraley are really really good. So, um, and I have had those, but I still have some of the still Austin, which Nancy Fraley pointed, not the 21090 pick. Nancy Fraley was there when they were picking that barrel and pointed them, said, "You need to pick a barrel from over there," and so they did, and it was really good too. So now she's got a great nose, and yeah, really appreciate her in the industry. Uh, but yeah, that's what we're giving away here in a little bit. These are going to come quick, guys. I have to give
Yep.
two
You
more
got
of these
three
away.
more to go. Three
So
more to
I'm glad to see the hashtags coming in. This is worth 12. I have to go on ahead and spin it now. I know these last ones come fast. So we have to be quick on the mark, but good luck, everybody. This is going to be worth 12 entries to the quarterly drawing. Peter White.
go.
All right.
Not a repeat?
Nope, because that's all. The reason I
Peter
remember
White.
that is because Peter White, there's no capital letters in it. And,
Okay.
I remember when Peter White wins, I have to consciously put a capital letter at the beginning. All right, last one is worth 14, and then we have to get to the 2 giveaway spins tonight. So here we go. Your number one. It's going to be no surprise to a lot of people in here, but drum roll. Your number one favorite tasty adult beverage, Miller Lite. And I already used Mill earlier for Cook's Mill, so it's Lite, uniquely spelled by Miller on their light beer. There we go. 14 entries to the quarterly drawing. And we'll give this a few minutes here. Hurry, 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 get those in there. I saw an @ sign. It needs to be a hashtag.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
Hashtag like.
Yeah.
And I have been lighted up on it a few times.
Well, there we go.
Literally.
Well, I can tell you, I think my favorite out of these 3 on the giveaway, it's hard to pick a favorite. I would say it's probably the Heaven's Door if I had to really pick, but I am really getting nitpicky here. It's Heaven's Door, Traveler, and Baby Jane.
Thank you, Charles. I think so.
All
I
right.
got a friend of mine. He has a lot of problems like I do, and he drinks that Bush Light, and the man just pays for it the next day. And I told him, I said, get off that Bush and get you some Miller Lite, and it won't kick you in the head like that.
Hey, drinking that rice beer.
Well,
Come on, man. Get you some wheat. All right, so we got one more minute. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Get those hashtags.
Come in, because he's got 2. You got 2 more spins after this one, right?
Well, yeah, we're almost at 8:25,
Yeah.
and we have to get the 2 giveaways. So the
Right.
first one is going to be the sample giveaway. for tonight. So after this will be the samples, and then we're going to go into the halfway mark giveaway for the bottle. This is the time, though. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to. Where's my? There it is. Now, this is for everybody. I know it says sample winner, but this is for everybody. That's my email scrolling. If you win tonight, and also, just send me an email with the subject line brackets and let me know if you're interested in receiving the form to fill out for the brackets. And I'll play that shortly, and then I'll have to dispute a copyright claim and all that bullshit tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. We're going to get this last spin out of the way. Good luck, everybody. 14 entries. 14 to the quarterly drawing. Dustin, that is a wow. Dustin is raking tonight. Raking it in.
Oh, he's
yeah, that's the third time.
oh wow.
Yeah. But it removes them. So
Most of us know the
Twisted. All right.
All right.
All right. We got that down. 14 entries to the quarterly drawing.
That's great. You're going to win one, win a big one.
All right. Get rid of that. Now, let me come back to the studio and get rid of these slides, remove from studio so I can tidy things up a bit, because now it's time to give away the samples. So for tonight, it is, let me play the video one more time, just so we know what we're giving away. And it is going to, where'd they go? All right, now that we know what we're giving away, we are going to do it. Oops, there we go. Samples, bam. Let me bring this down. I'm going to shuffle. I don't count. I just shuffle a bunch and then hit the middle. And there we go. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Whiskey Nose.
All right.
All right. Whiskey Nose. Let me write this down. Samples. Congratulations. And stop sharing that. Get rid of that wheel. And now it is time for the and my 2-minute warning's going off. It is time to do the halfway mark giveaway. So this is from the last quarter, 3 months of people entering. I am going to hit shuffle a whole bunch over here and just hit spin. There we go. This is for the halfway mark giveaway. I know we can't see it at all. Kathy Bates.
Never wins anything.
All right. That is the halfway. I got to write this down. Okay. Star these things over here so I can see them later. All right. That was it, guys. And we are at the 2-minute mark here. So it's time to wrap things up for tonight. Can I get a heads up on the Heaven's Door Ascension? It is very tasty, James. The first thing I get when I take a sip of that Heaven's Door is nectarine, apricot, nectarine type. It's kind of in between apricot and nectarine. It is very fruit forward. But then you get the wood sugar notes and a darker level on the finish. It is just really, really good. Joe Friddle, too bad you wasn't here earlier to get a bunch of entries.
Hello, Joe.
Hey,
I
all
can
right.
throw a rock. Well, let me take that back. I used to could throw a rock and hit his house.
Yeah, used to. Now
I
your
can't
shoulder
throw that
ain't
far
strong
anymore.
enough. But we can definitely see his house from across the street. Yeah.
Yeah, we mow each other's yards and we wash each other's truck.
So there's another river buddy. If Yeah, you said just got home. So
Yeah,
if Jimmy Arbaugh is still here, there's another river neighbor for you right there. But
that's
it is
that's a
at
treat. Yeah.
time, guys. I hope y'all had a good time. I've got an exit video here propped up, but I've got to end the stream. But hey, thanks for joining, and see you next week.